Elizibar. Oh my god, will you start recording? Let's try this again. No, I'm not going to stop and restart. You get a little laugh here and maybe a head shake. Hello, welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. This is a review of FUBAR by the Sword. Let's just kind of zoom out and, take a look at that. I love the cover. I love the book. This is the best of the FUBAR anthologies. See this price back here? Just go buy it. It's great. I thought I was zombied out. And then I realized I wasn't zombied out. When I read Mother Russia, I was FUBAR Anthology'd out. And then I realized, no, I wasn't. I just didn't like the other FUBAR anthologies nearly as much as I like this one. This book is awesome. There's just all, I guess, there's stories set in Europe, stories set in Japan. There's at least one story with Mongols. A story set with, wow, my brain went out of my head. Let's see. Yeah, Joan of Arc. Don Quixote. Thank you, brain, for finally getting Don Quixote out. It was great. The art, if you've seen any of my other FUBAR videos, you know exactly what you're into. This book has a lot of the same collaborators, art-wise, story-wise, in it. A lot of Jeff McComsky putting his own stories in here. So we're just going to kind of talk about, let's go back. Let's go back just one step. Just one. If you like zombie stories, you can stop watching the video now. If you don't like zombie stories, you can stop watching the video now. If you're in that little weird gray area that is most people, where you're like, I like good stories, and they don't have to be of a particular thing, and I'm not sick of anything, then keep watching. Alright. So the stories are typical like how these zombie stories go. The FUBAR stories are like zombies and warfare all the time. We're going to spoil a couple stories here. This one is like this barbarian guy fights up in Norse country a zombie. It's awesome. This one is a siege. It goes badly. The defender king sends out his two champions, this really big dude, and also his son, who happens to be a zombie. It's a twist ending, but I like it. I don't like twist endings, but I like that twist ending. And I know I just spoiled the story. You can deal with it. This one's about a samurai who becomes a Buddhist monk. And so he's killing zombies in bamboo forest and stuff. Here's that Genghis Khan story I mentioned. It's fantastic. Written by Chuck Dixon, I think. Yeah, there he is. It was a fantastic read. There's literally nothing to not like about it. More samurai on zombie action. Turns out that the samurai you've been watching is this guy's wife. And so now she's going to go kill them all. I want an ongoing about her, by the way. I want an ongoing for this chick. She samurai vampire hunter or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. I want that. This is like a takeoff of Canterbury Tales. It's got this crazy art that I've seen in at least one of their FUBAR anthology. Not really fond of it. This story is another. I want an ongoing here. Like this swordsman lady, and she's being taunted by some kind of nefarious voice in her head. She has a fight. We're gonna not show the fight, and it ends with her continuing her quest for vengeance. I want an ongoing for this chick, or at least a mini. This one's about guy getting revenge on zombie, whatever. It doesn't matter. And it's a good story. I make it sound like it's not. No, it's a good story. This story here reminded me of a samurai movie where they tell the same story 3 different times from 3 different perspectives. It's the same kind of thing going on. And ultimately it comes down to who killed who first, where's the knife, and who's the zombie. It's great. I'm not gonna spoil it, but look at that. Look at that. I love it. I love that little bit. It's such a simple bit of art, and I love it. This was a pretty good story, but again, it's like a setup for another story. A lot of these are like that. They're what do they call that in television? When you have a successful sitcom and you introduce some characters and that you're thinking you want to have their own show, like a stealth pilot. That's what this was. It's a fun story, but it's totally a self-pilot. The Last Ship, I didn't really care for this story. I get it, and it's not a bad story, I just didn't care for it. This one's a Spartacus story, where Spartacus can control zombies. It's kind of cool. Some knights find the Holy Grail. You can imagine what happens next. The Blind King of Bohemia fighting. There's lots of great stuff. There's only a couple twists, like, oh, look at that surprise, shocking ending, in the whole story. Oh, she's not very happy. Look at that. Oh, this is The Fall of Troy. That's a pretty good story. Another story set in Japan. This one's set in the Native Americans. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. The Beothuk people. I just told you I didn't know how to pronounce it. Beothuk. It's about them. And basically they send their young people out to fight the Viking zombies left in Vinland. Like, it's kind of cool. This one's set during the Crusades. There's another one set in the Crusades about the Leper King in here too. I really don't like this art style in most of these stories. Like, when that art style comes up, it's just like, yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, here's the Don Quixote story. I'm not going to spoil it. There's a great variety of stories. My point is, by flipping through that, there's a great variety of stories. They're all really... No, not all of them. The majority of them are really good. I read this in a single sitting. I picked it up and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to read for a little bit, then I'm going to go to bed. And I just read straight through. It was just like... gone. And I loved it. I think if this is even remotely your kind of jam, you're going to love it. That's my opinion, straight from the heart. Right there, you can hear it on the other side of my rib cage as I hit it. It's fun. There's like, out of this whole big book, there's like 4 stories I'm not into. I think that's a pretty good thing. Although, you know, you guys, look. You can put in a table of contents page. If you do that, you know, you can have like table of contents right here, and then on the flip side you can have like the publishing information, and you can just put it right there. Because this isn't a periodical, it's a regular book. You should have the publisher information in the front. All the Kickstarter backers and stuff are in here, which is always kind of cool. Oh, this is a story set in India, actually. Like the Mughal Empire, I do believe. That was kind of cool. Oh yeah, here's the Leper King story I mentioned. I really liked how the art looked in this. Like, yeah, to some extent this is just like some guy noodling with a Sharpie, but it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. So I'm going to shut up. I say go buy it and read it, or go to the library and borrow it and read it. But there's a lot of good stories in this book. It's the best one. It is the best one. I liked a lot in the other books, but there was a lot I didn't like. Like, I don't know if that came through, like American History Z, I felt was really disrespectful of the people involved. There's very little of that in this one because these people have been dead for 500 plus years. You know, it's like there's not even like a grandchild still alive related to these people. Whereas in American History Z, like, you're dealing with the Kennedy assassination and stuff, and it's not quite so tame. Some of the other ones just kind of fell flat. A lot of the stories in FUBAR Declassified, there were some great ones, and then some ones that were just big duds. There were maybe 2 stories in this book that I thought were duds. And everything else was worth reading. You all have a great day. Remember to like, thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. See, that's the like right there. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay FUBAR. Bye-bye.